Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday, May 30th, 2014. U.S. stock market is closed while the merry month of May is done with. And we had a little pullback today. You know, this is to be expected after this unbelievable run of about $75,000 in profits. You know, we were due to see a little pullback, and it happened today. You know, it's a little bit disappointing. We had $12,000 right on the open, and it just kind of melted away all day long, and we ended up closing out negative 4,400. You know, that's not a bad loss, but I would have liked to have made the $12,000. Today felt just a little bit like those days when we were in that very severe drawdown and seeing profits just kind of melt away. But the difference being is we're not experiencing any great losses here. It's just an irritating loss, not gut-wrenching, spill blood all over the place kind of loss that we were experiencing a few weeks ago. Anyway, we only got into 3 positions today. All of them are negative, but none of them are very negative. So our total open trade equity is only negative $1,500. And, you know, that could go any way on Monday. None of those positions are necessarily bad positions. The Dow did gain 18 points today. It's surprisingly, the Dow behaved very nicely, and I am surprised that, you know, our markets did not do better. But, hey, this is trading, and this happens. Anyway, let me show you the chart. Okay, we're looking at the Dow here, and as I say, I really kind of like the action today. The Dow started out negative on the open, and then it kind of got some stability in here, and ended up finishing pretty nicely, very close to its high. And what I like is, even though, you know, an 18-point gain in the Dow is nothing great, it definitely got above this congested area of the past 3-4 days and made new highs. So I think this thing is definitely poised to go higher. We'll have to see. You know, it could tank on Monday. I mean, that could happen, but it certainly wasn't acting negative or bearish today. Definitely acts like a market that wants to move higher. I can show you a couple trades here. I'm going to show you a bad one first, just to illustrate the problems of today. But as I say, the problems we had today were not great problems, but nevertheless, this was an INSY, I-N-S-Y, and we bought this yesterday, and we're showing some really nice profits on the close, and then it even gapped up just a little, just barely took out its highs here. So we're showing, you know, a couple thousand plus on INSY right on the open, but then it just immediately starts to sell off, and we ended up getting out down here, I think with about negative $900. So this isn't a great loss, but you know, it's basically a $3,000 swing from where we started on the open to where we finally get out. And we saw that in quite a few markets today, and that's where that $12,000 went. Markets just couldn't hold their highs today, and this was in spite of the Dow actually rallying during the day. So it was a little bit frustrating, but it wasn't tragic, you know. I mean, we can handle a $4,000 loss after making $75,000 in the last 3-4 days. Anyway, we still had a couple of decent markets. Where am I here? Excuse me. I'm sorry. There we go. All right, this was in Sears Holding Corporation, SHLD. we got into this yesterday, and it just kept going very nicely. I mean, we were never negative that market at any time, and it finished very nicely, and then it pops up again this morning looking even better, and then it starts to sell off, and I thought, oh crap, but it did come back here before we got out. We got over $2,000 out of Sears Holding, but it's a little bittersweet because you can see here this thing added at least $1,000 between where we got out of it and the close. So if we had a crystal ball, we would have gotten out of that on the close. And one other market did pretty good was JRJC. I'm not showing it because I showed you that yesterday. But anyway, those two stocks did very well today, and we had a few stocks that made money in the hundreds, 600, 500, that kind of thing. But then we had those losses, so we ended up being negative $4,000 for the day. Anyway, not a bad, no bitter taste here about this wonderful rally that we had at the end of May. And so on Monday, we're going to be looking forward to a new month and new prosperity, I hope. Anyway, this is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you on Monday.